So the biggest thing for me, my mom's side of the family is from Cahokia, and I grew up in Highland. I went to Cahokia grade school for a little while, and then moved to Highland, which is a very small town, especially compared to Collinsville. So a big part of the draw for Dupo was that small town feel, and that has been one of the most exciting parts for me because Collinsville is so large, and Dupo feels a lot more like home. You know, that small town feel, the Board of Education was extremely welcoming, and that is something that I wanted to get back to. So that was the draw for me. Ever since I was little, I wanted to be a teacher. I think it had always been my dream. I'm the oldest of all the cousins, and my sister is 8 years younger than me. So I always got to be the teacher when we played teacher. So that was always something I wanted. And then when I started my career as a teacher, I did some things in my classrooms that other people were interested in. I got to pilot different things for our district, which kind of naturally led into some leadership positions. I was a union representative and served on different district committees. And so from there, it was just kind of a natural pathway to the principalship position, which has been amazing here. But we have, 1,000 students in this building at the middle school alone, which is about the same size as like Dupo's entire school district. So the transition to Dupo is what I'm most excited about because it's much smaller. But the leadership role has always been something that I've been interested in. My strengths really lie in curriculum and assessment and data analysis. That was something that I was hired for particularly here. Strengthening the curriculum, strengthening the different assessments that we do with students. My background is actually in special education. So a lot of the things, the programs and initiatives that we've done here in this building have been to strengthen RTI, to strengthen their SAP and special education evaluation process. And those are things that I can see doing at Dupo as well. I think that our percentages of students with special education needs are similar to Collinsville, and so I can see utilizing my special education background and strengthening their curriculum and doing some data analysis there as well. One of the biggest changes that we have done here that has been extremely successful has been to place more interventions in the classroom and to help identify students who are at risk. So some of the things that we've done here, we've strengthened our SAP process, which is a process for students who need extra assistance. And we meet twice a week with groups of teachers. We provide sub-coverage so that teachers can come in and talk about the strengths and weaknesses of students. And then we always do follow-ups on those kiddos to make sure that they're making growth. And if they're not making growth, then we identify them as at risk, and they're either placed into further interventions, which are done in the classroom or done by intervention teachers, or we do some after-school intervention. So we really try and hone in on what students need and place interventions for them. And that has been something that has been tremendously successful here because we're not just having students shoved into special education or falling through the cracks. We're really identifying what those students need and placing specific interventions in place for them. And that's something that I look forward to doing in Dupo as well.